You don't think pills have side effects, man?
I don't think they make people crazy. Someone like that's fucked up to begin with.
You don't even know who they're talking about, do you?
I don't care. Whoever it is, they're looking for him in the wrong place. There are roadblocks everywhere in Stratford when I left a week ago. Fucking cops.
Household. So it worked for me. That's perfectpair.com because one is the loneliest number.
Trish from Herkimer. You're on the air.
I disagree with the last caller. Someone who kills innocent people doesn't need pills to make them psychotic. They are already messed up.
Well, I guess you're not alone, Ben.
Doesn't take a genius to realize that people are what they are.
You really believe that?
Yes, don't you?
No. If I did, I wouldn't be in the business I'm in.
What do you mean?
By all accounts, I should be out of business. I mean, with the corporate culture getting laxer every year, like we just talked about, casual Fridays, and you got senior executives dressed like they're going to the beach instead of to the office. So, time to get out of the biz, right? Wrong. I changed my approach. That's what I did. Like here, let me show you an example. Look, take a look at my tie. See, it's red, white, and blue. On account of it's 4th of July weekend. See? Because a tie doesn't have to just be boring and conservative. It can say something a little bit about your personality, or it can make a statement, you know? And so that's why I've been able to stay in this business for all these years, because I'm able to adapt.
But I'm talking about real change.
So am I.
I'm talking about personality, and you're talking about wearing a tie with the American flag on it.
Well, you are what you wear, Big Ben. All right, look, let me give you a little example to illustrate what I'm talking about. One day, my boss says to me, I want you to take one of the younger sales guys out on a call, teach him the ropes, right? Guy named Eddie. I say, sure, Eddie, he'll probably be a great tie salesman one day. Right now, he's a little rough around the edges. So we go onto this great account, and I mean, these guys are not the kind that say, you know, give me a dozen ties now and the big order is right around the corner. No. These guys are ready to go for 1,000 pieces right away. So, you know, this kid, Eddie, he is ready. Not a hair out of place. He smells like an alpine breeze in Nebraska. He laughs in all the right jokes, you know, he says all the right things, and he lays it out on the line. He makes his sales pitch, leans back, crosses his legs. We're not buying, says the big kahuna. Next time you talk about craftsmanship and attention to detail, make sure that you're wearing matching socks. Eddie and I look down. One black, one white. And the whole sale's gone. Just like that, Ben.
Well, that's a great story, Bob. But it doesn't apply to me.
Oh, it doesn't, does it?
My job was not about appearances.
Every job's about appearances, Ben.
Milling trees isn't.
Milling trees? What do you mean, like in a sawmill?
6 years. Then one day, a man wearing a tie comes in, tells me he can buy his floorboards cheaper in China, and I lose my job. Just like that, Bob.
Well, what can I tell you, Ben? That's life. You know, you gotta just keep reinventing yourself.
No, that's your life. I want no part of it.
Hey, don't knock it till you tried it, Ben.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Now, this may feel a little awkward. It's the only way I know how to tie a tie on somebody else. You know the history of the tie, Ben? In the 1600s, shirts didn't have any buttons. So the tie was invented to hold it all together. But more important than holding your shirt together, tie signified power. If you were an English businessman wearing a tie made of Indian silk, that let people know you were a man of the world, a man of stature, far-reaching, with deep pockets. The perfect half Windsor.
Actually, this is the full Windsor, Bob. The half doesn't have the corners.
Right. You know your ties, Ben.
I went to Catholic school.
How does it feel?
Tight.
Well, you get used to that. It gets to be that when you're not wearing it, you feel naked. Look, I know you said you don't really want a shirt, but I got plenty in the back.
No, I like mine.
Well, I know you do, but I mean, this thing looks like you've been sleeping in the woods.
I was trying to stay off the roads.
Well, don't worry about that. With this tie, no cop will look at you twice.
I don't care about that. I just needed a break from people.
Don't we all, from time to time? Is this blood, Ben?
Yes.
What, you been wrestling with bears?
It was a rabbit.
I thought you were a vegetarian.
I am, Bob. But I had to eat.
Don't we all, from time to time? Well, you won't let me do anything about the shirt. At least let me do something about that haystack.
I have one in my bag.
Well, who said there's no hope for you, Big Ben? Do yourself a favor, Ben. Take a look. You're looking at the secret.
The secret?
What you see, you can be.
Look a little different, but I feel the same.
I don't believe that's entirely true, Big Ben. Admit it, you're feeling hopeful. You see a way out.
A way out?
A way out of the woods. There's no need to hide from life anymore, Ben. It's out there, waiting for you.
I feel a little different, but I know I'm only fooling myself.
Fooling yourself? You're showing yourself. That's what you're doing, Ben. Don't try to understand it, Ben. Just feel it. Now you're getting it, Ben. Motion creates emotion. You can be anything you want. Anyone. You choose it. You become it. That's how it works.
That last track was from Fixer's latest album, Killer on the Road. And how appropriate is it right about now, with all the crazy killings going on all over the Empire State, latest in Buffalo? I'd like to call it a bad case of cabin fever, but folks, it's 4th of July weekend. High in the high 90s, low in the low 80s, with a few scattered clouds in the sky. It's 15 minutes before the hour, and as I promised, at 5 o'clock on the dot, I'll be talking to FBI profiler
maybe you're
Mark
right.
Rundle. We've heard your theories, from social
Maybe I do
degeneration
need a
to
new shirt.
pill-popping outcast with an axe to grind, to a general absence of conscience.
I don't know, Ben.
Now it's time for the
It's getting kinda late.
professional lawman to
No,
weigh in.
I
I'm Nick St.
think I'd like to see what you have.
And you're listening to Freedom Radio. You can take away our federal highway funds, you can outsource our jobs, but you cannot take away our radio station. Freedom Radio, the last independent voice in the valley.